HolyHog is a new app from HolyHog Software that lets you make your own decisions about how the U.S. federal budget deficit should be handled. The app uses data from the Congressional Budget Office to give you over 100 choices of spending cuts and tax increases that will cut the deficit. The graph at the top indicates revenue, in green, the lower line, and spending in red, the upper line. We run a deficit when spending is greater than revenue, so to eliminate the deficit, you need to make enough spending cuts or tax increases to close the gap between the two lines. Simple, right? So let's try a few things. Let's raise the tax on corporations by 1%. Notice that it hardly makes the green line move at all. Now, if we want to be more ambitious on the tax front, we can choose to impose a 5% value-added tax, like a national sales tax. Now that makes a difference, but it still doesn't close the gap. How about over on the spending side? Let's just start cutting programs. Notice anything? The red line is hardly moving at all. We've cut $160 billion, and the darn thing hasn't budged. Let's get really drastic now. Let's make every spending cut the CBO analyzed. That does it, almost, after 10 years, but we're still not there yet. If we do the same thing over on the revenue side, you see we get the deficit under control immediately. Of course, with that much of a tax increase, it would probably tank the economy. HolyHog lets you choose what to tax and what to cut. If you want details about the taxes and spending cuts, just touch the info button next to each item. The text is from the CBO's report and does a good job of explaining the pros and cons of each change. When you're done figuring out your plan, use the Share menu to send your proposal to your friends or your elected representatives. Have fun and good luck.